Today, eyes were on the sky for the Cleveland National Air Show. In fact, I think they still are. But in the 1930s and 40s, the skies of Cleveland were filled with planes that were participating in a different kind of event. We're talking about air races.
Yes, our Annabelle Childers spoke with the collector today on the history of those races and the special piece that he just acquired.
In 1929, the skies of Cleveland first transformed into an aerial racetrack. For those 10 days in 1929, the Cleveland National Air Races drew over 500,000 spectators, eagerly watching the adrenaline-filled show up above and wondering who would snag that first-place trophy. While the races left Cleveland in 1949, many are still drawn to the captivating stories of competition and bravery, including Cleveland-based collector John Heffner.
We are in my man cave in Parma, Ohio.
John recalls his passion for collecting starting at age 7 or 8.
I have a passion for history and preservation of history.
Over the years, John has filled this room with relics from baseball fields, tarmacs, presidential families, and more. And just recently, this 4.5-foot Woolaroc Trophy from the Frank Phillips Trophy Race in 1932.
I knew that because of the size of it, that it was one of the rare ones that the pilots were able to actually possess versus turn back in for the following year's race.
After acquiring the trophy, John got the piece restored and he studied the meaning behind the medal, ultimately learning the trophy was won by pilot Ray Moore in 1932.
Tapping people on the shoulder, asking questions, and following one lead after another until the story and the pieces start coming together.
For John, each relic he collects has a history lesson to uncover, and then a story to share.
I know it needed to be saved and brought back to Cleveland and have its story retold for others to enjoy.
Now, we could only scratch the surface in sharing with you some of the history of the Cleveland National Air Races. John actually has a YouTube channel where he dives into the pieces he collects and their stories. So if you want to learn a lot more about this trophy and other artifacts, you can find a link to his videos on WKYC.com.
Annabelle, I love the story. You get a little bit of history of Cleveland, so we definitely have to check out that YouTube page that he has. Thank you so much. Wonderful story.